Okay, so now we are going to begin our website creation. Okay, we are going to learn how to create our website. Okay, so in this course, we will use Google technology throughout. We will use Google technology throughout. Okay, so to start, you have to create an administrator account. Okay, an administrator account to manage the website. And because we are using Google technology, you have to create a Gmail address. Gmail address, not any email address from any other service provider, but Gmail address from Google because we are using Google technology. So to create a Gmail address, you can go to gmail.com. Okay, you can go to gmail.com and then you create your Gmail address. Okay, so after creating your Gmail address, then you log into drive.google.com. Okay, drive.google.com. Okay, drive.google.com. Okay, so after creating your Gmail address, then you go to drive.google.com. Okay, then you press enter. Okay, now it will take you to Google Drive and your website file or your website will be hosted in your Google Drive. Your website will be hosted in your Google Drive. Okay, so always make sure that the email address or the Gmail address that you created is the one that you are using to access Google Drive, and you won't give that email address to any other person. Don't let any other person know that email address. And also you have to set a two-step verification for that email address so that after entering your password there will be another extra layer of protection. Okay, that will make it harder for hackers or scammers to interrupt or to work against your website. Okay, so now after logging into your Google Drive, okay, me, I have already logged into my Gmail address. That is why it didn't ask me to answer to type my email address and then password. But if you have logged out, it will ask you to enter your email address and password when you are trying to log into your Google Drive. Okay, so after creating your password, you log into your Google Drive. Okay, now it will take you to Google Drive like this. When it takes you to Google Drive, the first thing you have to do is to create a new folder to host or to contain your website. Okay, so you click the new or the plus icon here or the new. So you click, then you select new folder. So you click new folder. Okay, so that folder you can name it website. You can name it website. Okay, or my website, any name you want. Okay, then you click create. Okay, so the folder has been created. Okay, so now my website folder has been created in my Google Drive. Okay, so now I will double click my website. Okay, so now I have opened the folder that I created, which is my website, and I am going to create the website in this website folder. Okay, so the website will be hosted in this website folder and also in Google Drive. Okay, all right, so after opening the folder, then you click that new icon again. So you click. When you click, then you go to more, and then you click Google Sites. Google Sites, okay. Now you wait for it to open. Okay, so this is the interface of Google Sites. It is a website builder offered by Google. Okay, so when it opens, it says untitled site. Okay, this is the untitled. It says untitled site. So you click and then you enter the file name. You enter a file name for the website file. So let me call it main. Okay, main. Then I press enter. Okay, so now the main website file has been created. So now I can close it. I can close the website file like this, and then you see it has been created into my website folder. Okay, so the website file called main, you can right click and then you select rename to change the name, but I don't want to change it, so I will double click to open. Okay, so when it opens, this is the website file's name. Okay, the website file's name. Okay, so this is the name that will be used to identify the website file in your Google Drive. Okay, but you will see here the second main, it is the name, the it is what will be displayed in the title bar. Okay, whatever you type here will be displayed in the title bar. Okay, so now let me say my first, let me call it my first website. Okay, my first website, and then I press enter. Okay, all right, so you see it is showing on the title bar as my first website. Okay, now you can close it again. Okay, and you see that still the website file's name is still main. The website file's name is still main. So you double click to open it again. Okay, so the website file's name to identify the website in your Google Drive is called main, and my first website is what will be displayed in the title bar when I launch my website. Okay, now when it opens, this is a header. It says your page title. Okay, it says my page title. So here I can say I can delete the content, whatever in it, and say Paul Business Center. Okay, Paul Business Center. Okay, you can highlight all or select all, and then you change the font size. You click here, you change the font. Okay, you select the font that you want, and the font size you can click here and then change it. So let me make it 36. Okay, so you can highlight all again, and then you make it bold. Okay, you can make it italic, you can underline. So now if I want to remove the underline, I click the underline again, then I click the italic again to remove the italic style. And then if I want to remove the bold style, I click the bold style again. Okay, so the formatting is like word processing formatting, or like Microsoft Word formatting. So if you know how to format a text in Microsoft Word, then you can also use this feature. So now I want to make Paul Business Center bold, so I click bold. Okay, and this is font color. Okay, so you can click on it, and then you select the font color or the text color, the color that you want. Okay, so now let me maintain the color white. All right, so now you can scroll down to the bottom, and when you hover, you move to the bottom, you see we will see this add footer. It says add footer. You can click on it and then you enter any text. So the footer, you can say, okay, you can say Paul Business Center. Then you press enter to the new line. Ghana hyphen West Africa. Okay. All right. Then you can press enter again, and then you can add your phone number or address or whatever that you want. Okay. So let me maintain this too, and then I select all. Then I click here, the align. I click the align, the arrow, and then select center align. So I click center. Okay. Now it has been moved to the center. I can change the font type and then the font size. Okay. So now I click empty space on the home page. Okay, so now this is the header and then this is the footer. Okay, so the header, you can click, it says image, so you can click this arrow and then you upload a picture. Okay, and the header type, you can click the header type. So let me click on the header type. You can see title only, so if I select title only, then only the title will be displayed. Paul Business Center will display, but the dark background will be removed. The dark background will remove. So let me click title only and see how it is. You see, it says Paul Business Center. Okay, all right. So if you want to bring back that change, you can click header type and then you can select banner, large banner or cover like this. So let me say banner. Okay, all right, and then you can click empty space, and then when you put the cursor on it, you see the option to add image. So this is how to add a header and then page header. This is how to add page header and then page footer. This is how to add a page header and then page footer. All right, so now we are still on the home page. So this is the home page of the website. Okay, so you can insert a text box. Okay, so if you look at the right side of the page, you will see insert tab and the pages tab and the themes tab. So you can click on themes and then you select any of the themes available. So let me use this simple theme. Okay, all right, so then you click on the insert tab. Okay, you will see text box, images, embed, and then drive, and a whole lot of options. So now I want to add a text, so I click text box. Okay, so text box has been added. So now I can say welcome to Paul Business Center. Okay, and then enter home of technology. All right, you can select all and then you put them to the center of the page. Okay, so it says welcome to Paul Business Center. Okay, so you can select all the text, you can select all and then you click the star, you click this arrow, you have the option title, heading, subtitle, so you can choose the heading and then you see it has changed. Okay, you can click on the arrow again and you see you can select heading. You see, okay, so you can click on the arrow again and say subheading. Okay, so now let me say title. Okay, all right, so it says welcome to Paul Business Center, home of technology. All right. If you want to add another, you can press enter and then you add another text. You keep typing whatever you want, okay? Or you can click the text box again and then you insert another text box. All right. So when you want to delete this inserted text box, you see that this text box has been selected. So you click this delete. It says delete session, okay? It says delete section. So you can click this delete and you see it is gone, okay? So you can here too, you can also click this delete, okay? And it will go, okay? If you want to undo the action, you can click undo and it will bring it back. So now let me click undo, okay? All right. So if I want to delete the text box, when you click on it, this one will be deleted, okay? If we click on it, you see this delete and it will be deleted, okay? Now let me scroll up and click on this header. If you click on the header, you will see the delete here. It says delete header. When you click delete, the header will be deleted, okay? Now I have clicked on the header. So the header has been selected, okay? So if I insert anything, it will come under the header. It will come between this text box and then the header, okay? For example, now I have selected the header. If I click insert text box, you see it will come after the header, okay? It won't come after this one, the one I have already typed. So now let me delete this one. If I want it to come below the one I have already typed, I will select this. So I click and select this, and then I add another text box, and then it will appear at the bottom of the already typed document, okay, or already typed text. So now let me delete it. Okay, so this is how to add a text to a website. We will continue in the next video. Okay, so now let's continue from where we left. Okay, so at this stage you can preview your website, or you can preview the home page. Okay, so at the top here you will see preview icon, okay, so you can click on it and this is how your website will look like. This is where we have reached. So this is how it will look like from a website, from a computer, okay. So this is the computer view, which is large screen, okay. So you can click tablet, and then this is how it will show on tablet computers, okay. All right, if you want phone, you click phone, and this is how it will show when you open it on a phone, okay. So this is how it will show when you use a phone to access, okay. And then this is tablet. This is how it will display on tablets, and this is how it will display when you are using a computer to access it, okay. So if you want to close the preview, you see the X symbol here. It is the exit button, so you click on it to exit the preview. So now I want to exit the preview, so I click the X, okay, and the preview is gone. Now we are going to look at how to insert images, okay. So now I want to insert an image, and I want the image to appear at the bottom of home of technology, or below this text. So I select this text box, then I select images, okay. Images. The images can also be found under the insert tab, okay. So if you want to insert a text box, images, or document from Drive, then you have to make sure the insert tab has been selected. So now I want to insert an image, so I make sure the insert tab has been selected, and yes, the insert tab has been selected, and then I click images, okay. It says upload image. Now I have an image on my computer, so I'll say upload, because I want to upload it from my computer. Then I go to my desktop, and on my desktop I have these two pictures. Okay, so I can click any of them. So let me select the first one, and then you click open. Now the image has been inserted. Okay, when it is inserted like this, you can click this delete to delete the image, or this delete, okay, to remove it. Okay, but if you want to delete it, you can use this one, the delete section. It will delete the image. All right, and then when it opens like this, you see the edges, this blue round, the blue circles. Okay, you can use it to adjust the size of the picture. So you can click on it and then you drag. Okay, or you can click on this one and you drag. Okay, when it reaches this side, then you release. Then you click this one to the one at the bottom, then you drag. Okay, you can use the scroll bar to scroll to the top or the bottom. Okay, you can use to scroll up and then scroll down to see the image. Okay, if you want to make it to reduce the size, you click on the image, and that blue circles will appear. So you can click at this corner and you hold. Okay, to adjust the size. So you can hold it and push it back to adjust it. Okay, and if you want to crop after inserting the image, you make sure you have clicked on the image, then you click this one. It says crop image, so you click on it, and then you use this. You click and then you hold, and then you move it like this. You see, it will be zoomed, and the part that will be zoomed. After releasing your hand, you can release your hand, and then you click this done editing icon. So if I say click done, you see it has cropped the image. If I don't want to crop, I click that crop box option or the crop button again. So I click and then I drag this back, and then I get the full picture. Then I click this. Okay, all right. So this is how to insert an image too. So now you can also, at this level, you can also preview the website again. Okay, so you click preview. Okay, and it has shown. You see, you can scroll to the bottom. Okay, you can, this is the desktop view. So if you want tablet, you click tablet, and you can scroll. This is how to display on tablet. If you want mobile smartphone, you click phone, then you can scroll. This is how to show when you open it on a smartphone. Okay, all right. So let me close the preview. All right, so now let me scroll to the bottom. Okay, and then I click on the image. If I want to move, I want to change the size, I click on the blue circle, and then you hold and drag. Okay, can bring it back to maintain the size. Okay, now you can also insert documents from Drive. Let's say you have Google Docs, Excel document, sorry, whether a PDF file, Google Docs file, Google Sheet file, or Google Slides. Okay, or if you have any document on Google Drive, after selecting the Insert tab, then you click Drive. Okay, and then all the documents in your drive will appear on this side. Okay, this is a folder, so you can double click and then to open. But I don't have any document that I want to include in my website, so I click the X box button to close it. Okay, so if you want to add a document or something to your website from your Google Drive, you make sure the Insert tab is selected, then you go to Drive. Okay, so at this point, when you close, the website is not complete, but you can close the website file. Okay, you can close it and then you see the main file is in the website, is in the website, is in my website folder that I created in my Google Drive. Okay, so my Google Drive, and in my Google Drive I created my folder. Sorry, yes, my folder called my website, and the main website is here. So if I want to complete the website, or if I want to keep working on the website, I just double click and then it opens like this. Okay, then I keep on working on it. I keep on working, adding whatever that I want. All right, so now we are going to look at how to create a forms. How to create a form. So let me go back to Google Drive. Okay, now in the form that I want to create, I want to create it in my website folder. In my website folder. Okay, so I make sure my website folder is opened, or I make sure I have opened my website folder. Okay, where the main website file is located. Okay, then I click the plus or the new tab. Okay, so I click, then I go to Google Forms. Okay, then you put the cursor on the arrow. You have these three options, then you select blank form. So I click blank form. Okay, now it says untitled form. Okay, so now you can click here and then you edit the title. Okay, so you can say fill out and submit, or you can say contact, or whatever title that you want. So let me say contact form. Okay, contact form. Okay, let me say contact form. All right. Okay, so whatever you do here, it automatically saves. Okay, so you can click form description. You can click here and type any description. Okay, but I don't want to type anything. All right. Okay, so I come here. It says untitled question. Okay, so you click on that untitled question, and then you type something like full name. Okay, full name, and then you will see here saying short answer. You can click the arrow. You can click the arrow, and then you can see paragraph or multiple choice. But let me maintain the short answer, so I click short answer. Okay, if it is a required field, then you select required. And this field, when someone is filling the forms, this field must be compulsory. The name must be entered. Okay, so now this form can be used to collect a name. Okay, all right, so you see here it says untitled form. Okay, so you can click here. This is the name of the file, of the form file. Okay, this is the name of the form file. Okay, so you can type a name here, any name that you want. You can say contact form, or any name that you like, whether survey form or whatever. Okay, right, then you type enter. Okay, all right, or you click this X button. Okay, now it has been saved into my website file, into my website folder. Okay, so at this point you can refresh it. You put the cursor on the refresh button. Okay, and then you refresh. Okay, all right, you make sure you refresh it frequently. Okay, so here you can double click again on it again, and then and then work on it, and you can right click on it, and then you change the name. So let me rename it. I can say contact contact form. Okay, then I click OK. So the name has been changed. If you want to change the name again, you just right click on it. You just right click and then you select rename and then you change the name here. Okay, all right. So I can refresh everything. Okay, then I keep working on it. So I double click contact form to open, and then I can add another field. The first field is full name. So to add another field, you see the plus here. It says add question. Okay, this plus sign, the plus in a circle. Okay, you click on it and then you enter another field. So you can say full name, you can say date of birth, okay, and then here to date has been selected. If date is not selected and you are asking for date of birth, you make sure you click the arrow, small arrow, and then you select date. Okay, you select date. Okay, this one too, you can make it required. And if you set it to required, when someone is failing, the person must type date of birth. Okay, but I don't want to make it required, so let me. Okay, so now I click on the add question again, the plus icon again, and then I can see phone number. Okay, phone number, and then I click this, and then I can see short answer. Okay, I can see short answer. Short answer is fine. Okay, all right, and then I click add again, then I see message. Okay, and message, the person or the one who is filling may type something long, so you can select paragraph. So paragraph. Okay, all right, so this is how to add the fields. Okay, all right, so you can click on responses tab, and you can also click the settings tab. Okay, so the settings tab, you have some options under it, but I don't want to add anything to these options. Okay, all right, so let me click on responses. Okay, the responses is where you can add, or the responses tab is used to add the form, or it is used to connect the form to a database. Okay, to use to connect the form to a database. So in case someone fills the form and submit, the message or the details will be saved in that database. Okay, so the form details, these are the fields. The form, the title is contact form, full name, date of birth, phone number. Then you can scroll to the bottom and you see message. Okay, now you can close it like this, and then you will see the file in there. You will see the file in my website folder. Okay, contact form, you see it here. All right, so in my next video we will look at how to connect the form to a database and other things. Okay, so now we will look at how to connect this form to a database. Okay, how to connect this form to a database, how to connect this form to a database. Okay, so that when someone fills out and submits the information or data, you will receive the response. Okay, so okay, this is the website. Let me close it. Okay, now this is the form. To connect, you go to response, you click responses tab. Okay, like this, and then you will click link to sheets. Link to sheets, you click on that. Okay, now you will get these two options. It says create a new sheet, and then this is the name of the form, contact form. Okay, it says create a new sheet, contact form, which means for contact form. Okay, and then it says select existing sheet, but I will always encourage you to use the first one to create a new sheet. Okay, so that one has been already selected, so maintain it as it has already been selected, and then you click create. Okay, so now you see this is the database that has been created and connected to the form. You see the contact form here. It says, let me close this. Okay, it says contact form responses. Okay, so here too, you can close it. You can close this one, and then you close the form too here, and then here it has come to the website folder. Okay, but you have to refresh it. Okay, so when you refresh Google Drive, you see that it has appeared. It says contact form responses. So and the first one is contact form, that is the form itself, and then the contact form responses. So you can double click the contact form, and when someone fills this when someone fills out this form and submits, the response will come to this contact form responses. Okay, so you can double click here, and then you will see the responses here, and it will appear as the time the person filled out the form, the full name, date of birth, phone number, message. Okay, so we are going to link the form to the website. Okay, so you can close this database, which is a Google Sheets file. Okay, then this is the form. Okay, and the form you can click the responses or the settings. Okay, you can click settings, and then you see these responses. You click this arrow, and then you can scroll to the button. You see presentation. Okay, you can click this arrow, and then you will see confirmation message. Then you click edit, and you type any message that when someone submits the form, the person will receive. So you can say success. You can say success. Okay, we have received. Okay, we have received your details. Your details. Okay, close this page. Okay, so the message success, we have received your details. Close this page, then you click save to save the message. So when someone submits the form, this is the message that will be shown to the person. Success, we have received your details. Close this page. Okay, all right. So now don't add any information to it again. You can scroll to the bottom, so sorry, to the top, and then you click questions. Okay, if you want to preview, you can use this preview icon. Okay, you can use this preview. You can click on that, and the form will be displayed to you, as it will be displayed to those who will fill out and then submit. You see, so when someone views the form, you see it will appear like this: the title, contact form, and then full name, the person can type here, and the date of birth, the person will choose, phone number, the person will type the phone number. And you see, this one, you made it a required field. It says this is a required question. Okay, when creating the form, you selected this field as required. Okay, so if the person refuses to fill out or to enter a name, he or she won't be allowed to send or submit the form. Okay, so you can scroll to the bottom and you see here a message. The person can type the message here, and when the person finishes typing the message and then hit submit, it will go. So if the person click clear button or clear form, everything will be deleted from the form. Okay, all right, so this is just a preview mode. Okay, so let me close the preview mode. Okay, so now let me close this one too. Okay, so we have successfully created our form. This is the file contact form, and then the response, the database where the response will come and then save the database. This is it. Okay, and the website is this. And take note that this website, this file, when you delete it, the website won't be accessible. When you delete this file, your website won't be accessible. Okay, so when you delete it, it will go to the trash folder, and if you mistakenly delete it, it will go to the trash folder, and it will be in the trash folder for 30 minutes, for 30 days. And after 30 days, which is 1 month, it will automatically be deleted permanently. So if you mistakenly delete this, then you go to the trash folder and then you restore it immediately. Okay, so now let me open. Now we have created our form and then we have connected to the database. Okay, now let me open the form so that we can work on it. Now we want to add the form to the website so that when someone clicks on it, or someone can fill it through the website. So we have to add let me see text box. Okay, so let me add text box. I want it to appear under image, so I click image. I click on the image first and select the image, then I click text box so that it will appear below the image. Okay, so let me see text box. Okay, and then say contact us. Then I move it to the center. Okay, and then I change it to, let's say, subheading, or let's say heading. Okay, or you can choose title like this, but let me choose the heading. Okay, like this. Okay, now after inserting this contact field or contact text, then you scroll down and then you select button. So you click button. Okay, and it's asking for a name and then a link. Okay, so the name, you can say click here. You can say click here to contact us. And the link, you have to go to my website file folder and then you open the contact form. Okay, so here you will see publish, then you click publish, then you click publish. Now it has been published. Okay, then it will change. You see this icon, so you click on it. And then you see manage. You can click on manage. Okay, then here you can copy the response, or let me click done. Let me do it again. Okay, you can see copy response, responder link. You can copy like this, and then the link will appear. Then you select shorten URL, then you copy. Okay, then you save. Okay, so after, if you want to copy, if you want to know the link of the form, after opening the form, then you publish. When you publish, you see the publish will be here. As soon as you click the publish, it will be changed to published. Then you click this, and then you click copy responder link. Okay, then you click shorten link or shorten URL, which is the link. Then you say copy. Okay, then you save it. Now you close the form, and then you go to the website, then you paste the link. Okay, then you say insert. Okay, now it has been inserted, so you can hold the round the blue circle, and then can expand it. Okay, you can also click on it, and then you move it, so you can place it under contact us. Okay, and then you can preview. Sorry, you can preview this one. I clicked publish. The publish, I will teach you how to publish, but we are not yet done, so don't go there. So you say preview, and this is how it will look like. You can scroll to the bottom, and then you see contact us. Click here to contact us. So someone can click here and then fill the form. If you want to open it on tablet, you say tablet. This is how it will display on tablet. Mobile phone, this is how it will display. And then computer screen, this is how it will display. So you scroll to the bottom, and then when someone clicks on the link, you see it will open like this. Then the person will fill out. Okay, and the person can fill out. Then you can scroll to the bottom after filling. Then the person can hit submit and send the information. So let me close the preview. Let me close this. Then let me close the preview. Okay, so this is how to create a form, connect the form to a database, and then connect the form to a website using a button like this. So we will continue from here in our next video. Okay, so now we have successfully connected our form to this button. So when you publish, or when I publish this website and someone clicks this button that says click here to contact us, the person will be able to fill out the form and submit to me. Okay, so now the link to the form has been connected to this button. If you want to edit the link, or if you want to edit this text, click here to contact us. You just have to double click this button. Okay, this button, you just have to double click. So now I am double clicking, so double click. Okay, and it will appear the name. You can edit it, and then this is the link. Okay, so if you want to link your website to a different website like YouTube or Facebook, you can use the button. You can insert a button, and then the name, you can, instead of this one, you can say Facebook, and then instead of this link, you can say facebook.com. Okay, or you can say, instead of click here to contact us, you can say click here to visit YouTube, or you can say YouTube, connect to YouTube, and then here you make it www.youtube.com. Okay, so if you want to, when you add a link to a button, okay, when you insert a button and you connect it to a link, if you want to edit the button and the link, or the name and the link, you can double click the button like this, and then you edit the name that appears, and then the link itself. Okay, all right, so now this one you can delete. If you want to delete this button, you click on it, and then you click delete. You remove, you can use this remove. Okay, or let me bring it back. Go to undo, okay, or you use this delete section, okay, it will go. Okay, now let me undo and bring it back. Okay, now so now let me delete this contact us. Okay, I delete. Now let me expand the button so that it looks nice. Okay, okay, like this. So click here to contact us. When I publish, someone can click on this and then contact me. Okay, now you can also put the contact link at the footer side. Okay, so just come to the footer, edit footer, you would click edit footer, then you see contact us. Okay, contact us. Okay, so after typing contact us, then you select, okay, then you use this. It says insert link. Okay, so you click on that, you highlight. After highlighting or selecting contact us, you make sure you select, so you select it like this, then you click on this insert link, you click. Okay, so the text to display is contact us. Okay, and then you put the link here. So you can go to I can go to my website folder, and then I open my contact form. Okay, then I come here. I have published it, so I have already published it, so I click here, and then I say copy responder link, and then shorten link or shorten URL, then I copy, then I click save. Okay, then I close the contact form, I go to my website, then I paste the link. Then I say apply. Okay, so this is also a link. Okay, so after publishing, someone can either click on that link that says contact us on the footer, or or by using this button. Okay, all right, so let me preview. Okay, and then let me scroll to the bottom. So hence someone can send me a message by using this button or this. Okay, by using this and this, I have connected the contact form to this button, and then I have also connected the contact form to this link. Okay, so clicking here or here, the same, it opens the contact form. Okay, now let me close the preview. All right, so now let's look at how to work with layouts. Okay, so I want to insert a layout below the contact us, this one, so that I click this one, then I scroll to the bottom. The layout can also be found under the insert tab. Okay, so this is one type of layout, this is another type of layout, this is another type of layout, this one, this one. Okay, so this one, let me select this one first. So this one is, let me select this one. Okay, so when you insert like this, you can click here to add an image, and then you click here to type something. Okay, so now let me click the plus, and then I say upload. Okay, I have picture on my desktop, so now let me use this one, then open. Okay, and then I can say anything, whatever that I want. Okay, I can say services. Okay, okay, and then I can also type whatever I want. This is one of my one of my services. Okay. Okay. So services, this is one of my services. And then if it is a product, you add the image of the product. Then you type the name of the product here. Okay, let me do that one. So let's say this one is HP laptop. Okay, HP laptop. Okay. So if I want, if let's say this is the image of the HP laptop and this is the title, okay, of the image that is describing the image, okay, and I want the person to contact me, so I can say buy now. Okay, buy now. Okay, I can say buy now. Then I select and then I make it a link. Then you connect it to your contact form. Okay, so I have already copied the link, so let me paste. This is the link of the contact form. Okay, then I apply. I go apply. So HP laptop, if the person clicks buy now, the contact form will open and then the person can fill the form and then submit. Okay, now you can also add another layout. So you can click here and then another layout will come, and this time you can insert one image here and then text the title here and then a text to another text to explain further. Here you can click and add an image and then title, then you add a text or link. Okay, to delete this layout you click delete like this. Okay, if you want to delete this one, delete. Okay, you can also use this one. Okay, and here you can insert three images. One image here, you click here to add one image, here another image, and then here another image. So now let me delete this one. Okay, and use this one. Okay, so let me add one image here. Okay, let me use this first image. Okay, let me add another image. Okay, so I can see image 1, and then this one I can see image 2. Okay, all right, and I can add any text here, but I don't want the text, so let me leave it like that. Okay, all right, so now this is the home page of my website, Paul Business Center. Okay, okay, so I can also add another page. Okay, to add another page, I click the pages tab. Okay, this is the pages tab, so I click pages. Then this is the home page. The home page is the one that I have created, the first page, like this one is the first page, which is the home page by default. Okay, so after clicking the pages tab, then you look at the button. You see the button here, you find this plus sign, so you put the cursor on the plus sign. You see new menu section, full page, embed, new link, and then new page. Then you select new page. Okay, you select new page. Okay, so you have, when you put the cursor on the plus, you see new section, full page, embed, new link, new page. Then you click on this one, the one that include the plus, new page. Okay, so I click that. Then it says the name of the page, so I will say about. I can say about us. Okay, let's say about us, and then I say done. Okay, so here too I can insert image, the background. I can insert a background image. If I don't want an image, then I maintain it. Okay, so now let me add image. Okay, let me use the first one for you to see. Okay, about us. Okay, now Now, after creating the page, you see it will appear at the bottom of the home page, okay, or below the home page. So you can use the scroll bar. Then okay, the content on this page is not much, so you can maintain it. Okay, so the home page and then the about us page. Okay, so if I want to add content to this about us page, then I go to insert and then I scroll up and then text box. So I can say about us. I can say Paul Business Center is is an I is an IT service provider. Okay, like this. Okay. It's an IT service provider. I can center it. I'll leave it like that. Okay. So, let me make it small, lower cases. So, Paul Business Center is an online IT service provider. Okay. Paul Business Center is an online IT service provider. Then you add whatever information that you want. And this is the about section or the about page. So this page you have to provide information about your business. Okay. You can insert images, you can insert layouts, you can scroll to the bottom, you can insert button, okay, and connect it to a link. You can insert maps, you can insert YouTube video. Okay. All right. So now this is the about page. Okay. Now I can create another page. I can go to pages tab and then create another page. I click this icon or this symbol and call it services. Services. Okay, then I click done. Okay. So these services, I will list all my available services or the services that I offer on this page. Okay. So if I want to return to the home page and edit the content, then I click this home. This. So I click, then the home page will appear. If I want to edit the about us page, then I click this. Then I edit the content or add the content. If I want to go to services, I click services and then add contents. Okay, if I want to go to the home page, then I click home. Then I edit the content or add the content. Okay, so now if I want to delete or rename a page, I click the pages tab. Then let's say services. Okay, let's say services. I want to delete or rename. As soon as I put the cursor on services, you will see these three dots at the right side. Okay, then you click. So now I click these three dots. Okay, and then it will say delete. If I select delete, it will be deleted. Okay, so now let me delete it, and it is gone. Okay, now let me add it again. Okay, services. Okay, services. Okay, okay, then I add the image to the background. Okay, all right. So now to rename it, I just have to double click on the name. So as soon as I double click, it will be selected or highlighted. Then I begin to type any name. let's say our services. Okay, like this. Then I press enter, and then it has been renamed. If I want to change the name again, I double click, and then let me call it services, and I press enter. Okay, but if I want to delete, I click the three dots. Okay, then I select delete. Okay, all right. Now let me go to the about page, or let's say the home page. All right, so now this is the home page. If I publish this website, this is the home, this will be the home page, and then the about page, and then the services. Okay, so in the next video we will look at how to publish the website. Okay, so now the website has been created successfully, so we are going to look at how to publish it so that anyone can access it online. Okay, before I do that, let me add a block of text to this website. Okay, so now let me copy this. Okay, and then I want to insert a text box below these two images, so I put the cursor at this side. Okay, you see the shape of the cursor. When I put it here, it will change to this sign. Okay, then I click. Okay, so all the two have been selected. Okay, then I click insert text box, then I paste. Okay, so now I make it small like this. Okay, let me select all, and then move it to left. Okay, now let me copy, and then let me copy, and then paste, paste. Paste. Okay, let me select all and paste. Okay, so let's say this is a block of text. Center to make it look nice. Okay, so now after adding this block of text, I can move it up above these two images. Okay, so I just select the text box like this, and then just select the text box like this, and then you see this side, like you click and hold, and then you move it up. Okay, and then you see the blue line. Where the blue line is, that is where it will be. So I release my hand, and it has appeared. Okay, so if I want it to come above this link or above this button, okay, so I put the cursor here and this line, then I click and hold and move it up. As soon as the blue line appears on the link, then I release my hand. Okay, and it has appeared at the top. Okay, all right, so to publish, now the website is ready. I have the home page. This is the home page. It says Paul Business Center. welcome to Paul Business Center, home of technology. Then if I scroll down, I have some images, some text, I have a link, and then I have this image 1, image 2, and then my footer. Okay, and I have the about us page, and then it gives information about my business. Paul Business Center is an online IT service provider. Okay, online IT service provider. Okay, all right, and then the services page is where I can, or is where I will list all my available services. I can insert a text box, images, and then layout, different layout of different types. Okay, all right, so let me go to the home page, and then I want to publish. So I go to publish. You see the publish at the top right. Click publish, and it says website address. Okay, then I type Paul Business Center. If it is available, it will tell me that it is available. You see, it is available. Okay, that is why there is this check mark. Okay, so I can click publish. Okay, and when I publish, the full address of my website will be this: sites.google.com/view/Paul Business Center. Okay, so let me try and type an address that is not available, or the one that someone has used, like uh like let me say global business, and see if it is available. Global business. Okay, you see, it says this is a great address. It says this is a great address, but it is not, but it is already taken. Okay, this is a great address, but it is already taken. It means it has been taken already by someone, so I can't use this address. So in this case, I have to delete and then type another word, another address. So let me say Paul Business Center. Yes, it is available. So I can click publish. So here it says search settings. If I click this, if I check this box, it will request public search engines to not display my site. Okay, if I check, public search engines won't display my website. So I won't uncheck. So always leave it like this. Okay, now I click publish. Okay, it says your site has been published successfully. Okay, has been successfully published. Okay, so now after publishing, you can click on this settings icon. Okay, so I click settings, and then I go to any domain registrar like HostGator, Namecheap, Google Domains, or whatever. Then I buy my custom domain. Then I come to settings. After buying your custom domain, then you click settings, and then you come to custom domains. Then you click connect domain, and then the domain that you have bought. For example, my name is Paul, so if I bought, let's say, paul.com, then I type paul.com. Okay, then it says this domain is not verified. Okay, because I have not bought it. Okay, so in case, for example, I buy paul.com, then I will type it here, and then I use this link, verify your ownership, or it depends on the registrar where you will buy it from. Okay, it depends on where you buy it from. That will show or that will determine how to connect it, whether the connection will be fast, it will be smooth, or it won't be, it will take a little time. Okay, so when you buy a custom domain and you want to connect it to your Google Sites domain or the website that you have created, you just come and paste the domain name here, and in this case it will be www.paul.com, or Paul, let's say Paul Business Center, let's say Paul Business Center.com. So if I buy this domain paulbusinesscenter.com, then I come here and add, and then I verify, and then I click next and follow the instructions. Okay, so this is where you come and connect your custom domain in case you buy a custom domain. Now if you don't want a custom domain, let me close it. Now I have published the website, so you see where it says publish, you put the cursor on the arrow, small arrow behind it, and you click, then you see publish settings, review changes and publish, review changes and publish, view published sites, unpublish. Okay, if I don't want to unpublish, if I don't want to publish, then I click unpublish, then it will be unpublished and no one can access it. But once I have published, I want to view my published website, so I click view published site. So I click view published site. It is loading. Okay, now this is my website, and this is the home page. Okay, so when it opens like this, then you copy the address, you copy the address on the address bar. So this is the address of my website, so I can copy this address and share with people. Okay, so if I type sites dot, let me, if I type sites.google.com/view/Paul Business Center /home, it will open my website, or I can even delete the home like this, and still it will open my website. So the address of my website is sites.google.com/view/Paul Business Center. Okay, now let me close it and do it once more. So after publishing your website, okay, after publishing the website, I have published it, so I say return to editor. Okay, so then you click the small arrow and then you view published site. Okay, then you copy the address of your website from the address bar. Okay, and you can share it with people. Okay, so this is my website. Let me scroll to the bottom. Okay, this is the website that I have created, and I have the home page, the about us page, and the services. So I can click the about us and it will load. Okay, I can also click the services page and it will load. So here I didn't add any information, that is why the page is blank. Okay, so you can click the about page, and then you can click the home page, and then you see, and any page that you visit, the photo will display. Okay, so now I can click on this link or the button, click here to contact us. So if I click, or if someone clicks, you see the form will appear. You see the contact form will appear, and then the person can fill the form and then submit. Okay, now let me close it and scroll to the bottom and click on this one too, the same thing. So click contact us. I click the contact us and it will appear. So now let me type it, my name, let me fill. So Paul, let's say Paul, my name is Paul, and then date of birth, I select any date, and then phone number 11110. Okay, let me begin with, let's say 012345. But when I submit, when it enters the database, the database, maybe sometimes it removes the first zero. Okay, so let's say phone number 012345 Paul, and then message. Let me type any message. Let's say I want your service. Okay, I say I want your service. Okay, then I click submit. Okay, it says success. We have received your details. Close this page. Then I close. So this is how someone can send you a message using a contact form. Okay, so now this is the website itself, complete website. Okay, so you can use this website builder to build a personal website or business website. Okay, so let me close the website, and then this is the website file. Okay, let me close it. Okay, so now I have filled and submitted the form. So when someone fills out and submits, you see a notification here. So you can open the contact form straight here, and then you see response. It says response one. It means one person has filled out and submit. So you can click on that, but don't read it from here. You click on that, and then you click these three dots. So you click and you say delete all responses. You say okay, okay, to, and then this deletion will only delete the notification. Okay, not the message itself. Then you close it. Then you open the database. You open the database, and you see the message will be in this database. You see Paul, my date, phone number, I want your service. Okay, even the phone number, the zero is there. The zero is there, so it's okay. So that is how to use the form. Okay, so anytime someone fills out and fills out the form and submit, then you open the contact form and you delete the notification. Then you come to the database itself and read the message from there. Okay, so now our website is ready. So you can go to my drive, and then the folder that I created my website folder, and I open it, and then I created the website. The main website file is here, and then the contact form is here, and the database to receive the responses is also here. Okay, so now after knowing everything like this, let me show you one thing here. You can go to sites.google.com. Okay, sites.google.com. So let me press enter. Okay, and here you will see your website here. Okay, you will see your website here. It says main, so you can double click and it will open for you to work on it. Okay, you see, and you can work on it. Okay, so now let me close it and type sites.google.com again. Okay, so you can come to sites.google.com, and then you click blank sites, and you can create a website from this point. But in this case, when you have many folders in your Google Drive, the website, when you create from this point, it won't be saved into your Google Drive, into the folder that you want. It may be saved into your drive straightforward like this. If I click blank site and I create my website from this point, it will be saved outside the folder that I want, but it will be in my Google Drive. But so it is always better to go to drive.google.com, then you open it, okay, then you open it. When it opens, then you click my drive. Okay, my drive. Okay, this is, you click my drive, and then you create the folder. So to create a new folder, you click new, and then the folder. So let me call it folder 1. Then I click create. Okay, then you open the folder, then you create your new site. You go to you click the new, then you go to more, and then Google Sites. Okay, Alright, let me go to my drive. If you want to delete the folder, you click on it, then you delete. It will go to trash folder. Okay. If you want to delete it permanently, then you say empty. Then it is gone. So you go to my folder, my drive, and then it is here. So if you want to edit, if you want to work on your website, you go to drive.google.com, then you select my drive, then the folder that you created your website in, you double click, open, and then you see the file is here. Then you double click, and then you add any information. Anytime you add a new information, then you use this publish button to publish, to save the new changes. So let's say, let me add Paul Business Center 1. Okay, let's say I have edited the content on my website, then I go to publish. You will see this is the currently published one, and the draft, the new one. This is the new one. You see the old one, the new one. Then I say publish again, and the new changes will be saved.